Stephanie, and welcome to Wrestling in Color. Hope you enjoyed the content that I'm giving. I want to welcome any new subscribers, and hey, what's up to my regulars? A lot has been going on. Today is Monday, so Monday Night Raw is coming on. Sasha Banks is supposed to have a meeting with Jerry the King Lawler on one of his shows they're going to put on, and that's probably the only thing I'm looking forward to on Monday Night Raw. Now, it's going to be very important where she goes with this interview, because the only thing I'm expecting Sasha Banks to do, heel Sasha Banks, is to tell everyone why she don't like him and why she gonna fuck him up. That's it. I don't need to know what was me. I love everyone and I understand. I need you to go in there like a bitch on wheels, wreck shop, and keep it pushing. Also, the Battle Royale. The Battle Royale is starting up tonight as well. And if you follow me on Instagram, they gave me some of my privileges back, so I've been able to kind of promote a little bit more. I did half of the brackets because if any of my brackets are busted tonight, there's really no point in going any further. But tonight on It's Raw, my picks for Cesaro and Samoa Joe is Cesaro to win that, and Ricochet versus Drew McIntyre. I'm going for Drew McIntyre. Also, I guess the next Monday they have Cedric Alexander versus Sami Zayn, The Miz versus Baron Corbin. I picked Cedric and Corbin, so that's my Raw picks. And I guess tonight I'll probably finish out the bracket just to make it whole and everything. So you got a lot of fun stuff going on. You know, doesn't mean the show's about to be spectacular, because that still remains to be seen. Vince McMahon still has his feet in the pot. Word on the street is Vince is about to put his feet in the NXT pot, and that's not good. Now, speaking of NXT, and this is why we're here today at Wrestling in Color podcast, right? NXT will now be on the USA Network and will debut September 18th. Why is this a shocker? Not really a shocker. We thought they were going to Fox Sports 1 in October. The thing is, All Elite Wrestling is debuting on TNT in October. WWE has taken NXT off of the WWE Network, placed it on the USA Network, and have gotten a jump start on AEW for them to start on September 18th. AEW starts in October, I believe October 4th. I could be wrong there, but I know it's October. Now here I am telling you why this is going to be an issue. It's going to be a big issue, and it's not going to be a fair one. If you ask me, it's really not a fair competition, and I think the pressure that's being put on developmental talent, because that's what NXT is at the end of the day, is not fair. According to this article, Wrestling Observer Live, that's where you all get your information. The new 2 hours, y'all, NXT television show will be announced tonight on Raw. Spoiler alert. For the USA Network, and will have a September 18th debut. It is imperative on the WWE side to get a jump on AEW, which debuts this October 2nd show from the Capital One Arena in Washington, D.C. So there's that. One would think with the date so close happening that the locations for the early shows will also be announced tonight. NXT will be airing from 8 to 10 Eastern on USA Wednesdays, head-to-head with AEW on TNT. WWE stock has increased $2.50 per share today, and it's $72.18. I don't care about none of that, to be completely honest. That is based on the expectation of tonight's announcement. In addition to the NXT announcement, tonight's Raw features AJ Styles defending the United States title against Braun Strowman. I don't care about that. The first round matches in the King of the Ring tournament, and a King's Court segment with Jerry Lawler interviewing Sasha Banks. I told you guys the start of the King of the Ring matches, so they are going to do Samoa Joe, Cesaro, Cedric Alexander, Sami Zayn tonight. I don't think, wait a minute, it's no, that's not what Cedric, it's supposed to be Okay, well, here, okay, so they're going Cesaro, Samoa Joe, Cedric, and Sami Zayn. So they're skipping Ricochet and Drew McIntyre. Okay, well, whatever. So that's the first round match is happening tonight. Here's the thing. Let's get down to the meat of it. I'm gonna tell you what the problem is that I'm gonna have. The problem is you're putting a developmental program up against a seasoned program. Listen, AEW, yes, is a newborn promotion, but the wrestlers are not new to this. You got Cody Rhodes, Kenny Omega, the awesome fucking Chris Jericho. I'm not even about to go down that. You got Chris Jericho. You got Moxley over there. You got Adam Page, Hangman Page. You got all these people. Okay? You got the Young Bucks. All of these folks are seasoned. Don't get me wrong. NXT has seasoned folks on the indies. We don't really know them. That is the point of NXT. Remember when I told y'all it's painful to watch your favorite NXT people go to the main roster and be destroyed, a la AOP, shit, Ricochet. Look what they got. Look what they got. Aleister Black going through. Asuka, Kairi Sane. I can go on and on and on. Ember Moon. These people went through NXT and they ended up on the main roster only to be destroyed and ruined and in limbo. Now, NXT, I'm assuming, is going to be a third brand, but it's still a performance improvement brand. It's still an introductory. It's still a beginner's course. I don't give a fuck how good that match was with Io Shirai and Candice LeRae. What I'm saying is, can they hold up to an international audience on the USA? Io Shirai does not speak the greatest English, correct? And you all have said because Asuka and Kairi Sane and what's his name? Andrade Cien Almas and Shinsuke Nakamura, and the list goes on, can't speak English. They can't command an American audience, which is a lie. Because if you go watch them in NXT, they dominated and didn't have to speak a lick of fucking English. That's why it's called subtitles. So, you are now putting the pressure on basically new beginning talent who you are crafting to be the wrestlers that you want or you think your audience is going to like. And you're going to put that up against All Elite Wrestling. I'm going to tell you right now, I will be watching All Elite Wrestling before I watch NXT. And no, I do not have DVR because I'm not paying for it. Now, the one thing they got right was to put NXT. If you was going to take it off the WWE network, you went ahead and you put it on, you know, the USA network, which is in more homes. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I was not paying for nothing extra for Fox Sports 1. I have cable now simply because my son likes cartoons and whatever he likes. I like me some court shows and unsolved mysteries and shit, and then I go to sleep. You got it on there, cool. Are you gonna take NXT like you do on, like you've done, and put the reruns on the WWE network? Because that's the only way I'm probably gonna be able to see NXT. I'm not gonna, unless they have unless I watch it on demand, and then maybe I can, you know, speak on what's going on. So that's what I'm concerned with. I'm concerned that you're putting people on tricycles up against a fucking Jet Moto. That's basically, honestly, really what's you're gonna put these folks who are just learning how to talk on the mic. Mia Yim, for instance, I watched her on Impact on YouTube, some of her old Impact stuff. Excellent on the mic. When she was Jade, excellent on the mic. I'm not gonna get deep because that's a whole nother video I could talk about Mia Yim, because I'm not a fan of hers right now in NXT. Mia Yim will not go over the more broader audience. I'm telling you that now. Mia Yim will not. And then you got people who are not that great. They're stuttering. They don't get it. The thing about NXT also is it's taped. It's taped for 1 hour. So in that hour, if you got a lot of stuttering, some confusion, folks don't know what to say, they're kind of green, and you could go ahead and edit that to make it look good. You can't do that on live TV, and that's been seen on Raw and SmackDown and other shows. That's why you got something called Botchamania. Okay? I think that's the issue. 2 hours of Raw is a lot of wrestling. You're going to have, this is your schedule. Monday Night Raw is 3 hours. Tuesday you got SmackDown, that's 2 hours. Wednesday you're going to have NXT, that's 2 hours. Also on Wednesday you're going to have AEW, that's going to be 2 hours. And if you, watching everything else, Impact and Major League Wrestling and reality wrestling, you got all that's a lot of wrestling. But WWE by itself, that's 4, 5, 7 hours of wrestling a week that you have to come up with, that needs to make sense, that needs to be compelling, that needs to be logical, that needs to be fun and a good time for the audience. Okay? You guys are getting away with this 5 hours of bullshit. You can't do that. And then, so are we gonna just be moving? We're gonna move. I forgot my train of thought because my boy came in here. But basically, that's a lot of wrestling that needs to be covered. That needs to make sense. It needs to be logical. Okay? I don't know NXT Live 2 hours is gonna be something that can be sustained if Vince McMahon is running his old ass through 3 different TV shows. There's no way Vince McMahon can go Tuesday and SmackDown, rip that script up, write some new bullshit, go over here to NXT, move Triple H out the way, fuck up what he got. You know how terrible that's gonna look? And let me tell you something, Fox executives and NBC Universal and all this money they got, they better be putting that money in these shows to cover up the bullshit that's coming this way. Vince McMahon, this is what I say. Basically, you need to step aside. You need to let who's running Eric Bischoff do what he do. If he even does anything, because apparently word on the street, he don't do nothing but come to work. If he comes to work on SmackDown, let him do SmackDown. Paul Heyman apparently actually has his foot in the pot. Let Paul Heyman do what he's going to do. Paul Heyman and also has favorites. So I don't know how that's going to go. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I don't want to fucking see fucking Braun Strowman and Seth Rollins every fucking Monday. Don't want to do it. Or, what is her name? Alexa Bliss. And then NXT, you need to leave it up to Triple H. Triple H has done a fabulous job on NXT. Leave it alone. I don't think it should be live 2 hours. I think y'all should keep the same format. Now, also before I go, what's going to happen to the WWE Network? Because I'm going to tell you, that stream and whatever format and whoever's on that fucking microfiber y'all got streaming that shit through is terrible. Number 1. Number 2, the format looks great, but the streaming is terrible. Number 3, so you mean to tell me I got $10 WWE Network for old WWE stuff? Sometimes I move to watch it. Table for 3, Chronicle 24. You know, they got Tough Enough up there. They got the Divas. If you watch the first, I'm going to tell you now, the first couple seasons of the Divas was good. Don't know what happened. You got, if you want to sit there and watch, you know, Mid-Atlantic wrestling and all that old shit, cool. Even though some of their catalog is spotty and they're missing some heavy hitting wrestling, alright. And then you got your pay-per-views. But a majority of us literally was watching WWE for NXT. But now if NXT is going to be on USA, what the fuck am I keeping that for? Because honestly, I could cancel, right? I could cancel the WWE Network and just go get one of those WWE cards from GameStop, put $30 on it, and just get it when I want to watch a pay-per-view. Really, honestly, I could just get it and watch the major 4 pay-per-views, which is SummerSlam, WrestleMania, Survivor Series, and I forgot the 4th one, and, you know, just catch up on the internet, the other ones, like Clash of the Titans and Extreme Rules and all that other bullshit. What is this going to do for the WWE Network? It's really useless because I'm not watching NXT in UK. Are you going to bring NXT UK people to the NXT or since it's on USA? You don't got star power on NXT. This is an introduction platform, and it's a funnel for Raw and SmackDown. Y'all barely have stars for Raw and SmackDown. AEW is building stars. that they don't mind. Cody Rhodes is a star. The Young Bucks, you know, they already out there. People are following. They have a niche audience. And NXT is that audience. If you like NXT, you're going to like AEW. But why are you putting the pressure on NXT to perform better than AEW? I don't think it's going to happen. And I think it's going to backfire. I really do. I think it's going to backfire. Yes, the good thing is these NXT performers are going to get paid more because they're on a bigger network. But will they be able to will they be able to live up to the bar that is placed on them? The bar is set higher on NXT than it is on Raw and SmackDown. So, what say you? Will NXT prevail against AEW on Wednesdays, 8 to 10? Or will AEW knock it out the park, baby? This is going to be good. If anything, this tells me competition breeds better product. Right now is the best time to be a wrestling fan. If you're doing commentating, if you're traveling, if you're doing all that, right now is the time. This is probably the most attention me as a wrestling fan has ever experienced because somebody wants my attention. WWE is trying to get the attention of teenagers and kids. That's why there's an issue with The Fiend. Oh, it's scary and he's, you know, devil worship and all this bullshit. I like it because I'm used to the bullshit. Did nobody remember the Boogeyman? Hello? Or the Shaman? Shango, I think his name was. Mankind. AEW is for me. AEW is for my age. I'm coming there to see storylines, to see some fun wrestling, to, you know, get some logic, to see wins and losses matter, and people feel good, and I feel good about people I'm cheering on, and I care about what's going on. Is that what is NXT gonna do that? Are we gonna see wins and losses? Are we gonna care about people like we used to do? I'm not putting my stock in NXT for you to take those NXT people and put them up on Raw like you're doing the Street Profits, because I don't like where the Street Profits is going, and that's another conversation. I don't like it. They're too good to be acting the way they act. They're grown ass men, and you think that's turning on some teens? Why are you trying to turn on some teenagers with liquor, alcohol, and sexual innuendo with the New Day? We're going to see, folks. I'm going to leave it right here. Once again, NXT is now moving to USA starting September 18th for the 8 to 10 slot, going up against AEW, and they don't start till October 2nd. And I can't wait to see what AEW is producing. And I'm also watching AEW when it comes to their international stars. So far, so good. When it comes to their stars, black, white, Latino, Asian, you name it, I'm watching them. And from what I've seen, I like it. But they need to get some black wrestlers up in there, not just old girl from Glow. Which, by the way, I'm trying to go through that show on Netflix. I love it. Anyway, thumbs up and thumbs down this video. Subscribe. Join me. Make sure you click the link at the top. Come join me on Instagram. Keep up. You know, I put true and false, ask questions, and kind of engage you guys. I love it when you comment. Tell me what's going on, how you feel about the situation. Do you think NXT got a chance against AEW? Right here, Wrestling in Color, I think it's a gamble. I think it's a gamble. And I'm always one to say bet on black. But in this case, I think I'm going to go ahead and bet on AEW on this go round. Sorry, NXT. Still love you. Alright, y'all. See you next video. Deuces.